There is a young man about to burst on the scene at Old Trafford. A young man that's name has crept out there a little bit, and there's clips that you can find of him on social media, but as yet, he hasn't really had the sort of fire, the sort of hype behind him, people demanding him to play in the first team, and that's a good thing. Next week's FA Youth Cup final represents a bit of a watershed moment. I think there's going to be before they win it and after they win it. And saying that they're going to win it might seem presumptuous, but I really believe that the lads are going to get it done next week at Old Trafford. Now, for me, there's one young man in particular that hasn't really been spoken about. Yes, we know about Garnacho. Yes, we know about McNeil. We even know about Hugo and several of the others that are in that team. But there's one man that has got the potential, or boy, should I say, that has got the potential to really hit some serious heights. Now, he's just turned 17 in the last couple of weeks. He has got tons of ability. He's strong. He is a good tackler. He's a good passer. He is skillful with the maturity to know when to use those skills that he's got. He's got the eye for the spectacular. He is fast. It looks as like he has it all in terms of being an attacking midfielder when it comes to his game traits. He loves to beat a man, which in midfield is a brilliant skill to have and to be able to do it at the right time. You can't always find the right pass. Sometimes you've just got to run past somebody, and he does that. Loads of people are giving him similarities to Pogba, but I think he's one, quicker than Pogba, even though Pogba was probably underrated in terms of his speed. But what I think Kobbie's got is a serious combative side to his game. And if you go and watch some of the highlights that are out there on YouTube, the kid just does the spectacular. That's where the comparisons with Pogba are coming. Pogba at under 18 level was just a spectacular highlights machine. Kobbie's got that in him as well, but he's also got a real edge to him. And he's already proven that he can do it. He's shone at a seriously underage. He's got 4 under-23 appearances under his belt when he was just 16. Also made his under-18 debut at just 16. In this year's FA Youth Cup, he scored 2 and got 1 assist from midfield in 5 games. There's no reason why he shouldn't be earmarked for a future first-team spot. He was fast-tracked into having under-23 appearances. That's a good sign. It was probably a little bit fast-tracked in the under-18s. Typically, those players that are going to make it at least to Premier League level, and then whether it's Manchester United or not, requires a bit of luck, good timing, somebody not being fit or available in your position. There's loads of things that you can't really control, and a lot of it does come down to luck. But those players that go on and generally have a Premier League level career coming through the under-18s are the ones that shine in their first year. Under-18s, you've got 2 years. You've got your under-17 year, then your under-18 year, your junior and senior year, if you like. If you come and can dominate games in your junior year and establish yourself playing ahead of players who are that year older and beating players who are a year older, that's a very good sign. What you would expect to happen, and this is what happened with the likes of Mason, Angel Gomez, etc. Jimmy Garner was another one that shone at this level. You expect them then in their second year to completely dominate and look far too good for this level. Kobbie's getting to that stage right now, which is a touch early. And I think the clamour for him to be a first-team player will get louder and louder with Manchester United lifting that Youth Cup trophy, hopefully, next week at Old Trafford. It's almost like he's frustrated at times playing at this level. The under-23 should probably be out of reach for a 16-year-old, but it's not. And I think towards the back end of next season, it turns 18 in April next year. I think towards the back end of next season, I wouldn't be shocked if Ten Hag is like, go on, let's have 5 minutes and see what you're about. Or if they send him out on loan in January to go and see what he's about. Because physically he can cope. And if he continues to grow the way he is over the next 2-3 seasons, he's going to be formidable. He's also very versatile. He can probably play in all 3 of the 6, 8 and 10 positions in midfield. I like him as an 8. I think What he offers from deep is good. I think what he offers as a pure attacking option is good. But I think because of the versatility, because of the hard tackling edge, as well as the speed, as well as the sort of mentality that he's got, I think there's a long-term position for him as a number 8. And versatility is a pretty good attribute to have when breaking into the first team. If you can only play one particular role, one particular system, one particular position, the chances of the player in your position being suspended, injured, out of form are limited. If you can probably fill in 3 different positions, obviously your opportunities off the bench or in someone's absence multiply. And it's not just he looks good amongst Manchester United. He's also appearing for England under-18s. He did this as a 16-year-old. He's got 5 appearances for England under-18s. He's playing up. Another good attribute, another recognition of the ability that this kid has got. He made his debut against Armenia. He stood out. He scored a brilliant solo goal. I like his confidence. His confidence, I think, is admirable. He's got it all. I think there's nothing he couldn't do. And I think next week he's going to represent a real watershedding moment where we find out who the next hype is. And I think something like, a strong performance in the FA Youth Cup final is just going to elevate him to be the one that Manchester United fans are talking for, clamouring for. And we'll probably get extremely excited if he ends up going on the pre-season tour in the summer. Which, with the amount of outgoings, there's a very strong chance that he does. Let me know in the comments. 1, are you going to the final next week? 2, who do you expect to make the difference for Manchester United? And 3, how high is the ceiling for this kid? See you in the next one. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, 5-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.